Hello! We are back again today at Mrs. Fred Arted, where I am Mrs. Fred, and I'm super happy that you are here today. We are going to be talking about mosaics. So let's get going. I would like to start our day with our art motto, and it goes a little something like this. I will try my best, I will be creative, and I will problem solve. Now we do that in every single art lesson, but today it's going to be even more relevant. So what we're going to do is we are going to create a handmade air dry clay, and then we will create our own tiles, and then we will put them together to create a mosaic. Now, a mosaic is simply a surface decoration that creates a pattern or design, and mine is all hearts because that is our challenge today. We're going to create something out of using all hearts. Now, I chose to do my favorite Disney character, which is Merida. So, I want you to come up with a person or emotion or thing that is expressive and uses only hearts. This is your challenge. Can you do it? Yeah, so let's get going. Today in art, I can create a heart mosaic. Okay, I started out by making a homemade air dry clay that I learned about from another art teacher. I will put the link in the description below and show you the recipe that she gave me. Check her out. She's over at thatartteacher.com. So this air dry clay is pretty good for our project. It's not exactly like regular clay. It does crumble a little bit, but it is workable and easy to mold. Now, what you might find is that it dries out a little bit, and throughout the video, I'll be putting on just a touch of water with a little paintbrush or dab from my fingers, and that really seems to help. So you can roll coils like you would with regular clay. You can pinch, you can roll it out like cookie dough. It does work pretty well for our purposes. So what I'm doing is I'm making tiny little tiles of hearts that I'm gonna put together in a mosaic. All of them together will create a bigger picture. That is our goal and our challenge. You do need to use hearts for this, and you will need to make a mosaic. The rest, however, is up to you. So let's see what you can create and see what comes to mind and how you assemble it all together. You'll notice that I have a cardboard backing. This is just the inside of a cereal box. I recommend having some sort of cardboard backing. You could use regular cardboard, but I only had the inside of a cereal box, so that's what I used. So as you can see, I'm taking the air dry clay and just rolling it out with materials I have on hand. It's going to take a little getting used to for this particular air dry clay, but you'll get it once you work with it a little bit. Go ahead, if you have a paintbrush, it really helps to add a little bit of water to smooth out the surface, and really just figure it out and problem solve as you go. Okay, I am going to put some... Oh man. Okay, yes. All right, I'm gonna put some glue on the back of my tile to make sure it really sticks to my cardboard background. I also really like the idea of smoothing out my tile. I'm just dipping my brush in a little bit of water and making it nice and smooth. Now I'm also gonna be adding an element of relief sculpting to my particular mosaic project. Now, relief sculpture has a little bit of a raised surface for details, and it's kind of a combination between two-dimensional and three-dimensional art. There's a flat background surface with some elements that are raised. You don't have to do this for your project, but I really wanted to create a face, so that is how I chose to do it. Okay, now while this homemade air dry clay is pretty groovy for our purposes, it's really not all that great for super detailed work, so please keep that in mind as you are creating. Okay, now that I have all my tiles and I have created my relief sculpture, I am now going to glue these babies down and make sure they are assembled just the way that I like them. The next step is to add color. I will tell you I experimented with a variety of materials to color with: crayon, marker, colored pencil, and paint. The two that I found to be the very most successful were markers and paint. So if you have those at home, I think that would be the best, but if you only have crayon, this will also do as well. Hold up, make sure it's dry before you add color. Okay, here she is, Merida the Brave. All right, I hope you found your inspiration and I hope you enjoyed this art project. Now, keep on arting.